What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel. Welcome back to Madden 20 and the Chicago Bears Legends Fantasy Draft. Man, am I hyped for this series, because in the last episode, if you did miss it, go back and watch it. It is an absolute banger, man. We win the Super Bowl. I'm sorry that I spoiled it, but I'm just too excited because we finally won the Super Bowl in a series I did on YouTube. I'm so excited. I'm super hyped. We finally did it, man. Matt Nagy, BU. And now we're going into the offseason. We got free agents. There has been some big changes to the team here. We don't have Matt Ryan anymore. I'm not sure what happened to him. He kind of just left the team, I guess. So we're going to have to find a replacement for Matt Ryan, either in the draft or here in free agency. I'm not really liking what I'm seeing at quarterback right now. Derek Carr would probably be the best option, but he's got 7 offers. We have $98 million to spend here. I do like the idea of Jimmy Garoppolo, Mr. Jimmy G, but I don't know how I feel about that. Our running backs are fine. We don't really need a fullback. Our wide receiver core doesn't really need any work because we have 2 of the best in the game. So our tight ends we do need some tight ends, though. And I'm a big fan of Richard Rodgers. I like me some Richard Rodgers, and we can get him on a nice cheap deal, $4 million over 2 years. That's gonna get us Richard Rodgers. And you know what? Nick Van Ness, I don't think is gonna cost any. Actually, Mike Gesicki, he's gonna cost a lot. Who else isn't gonna cost very much? Ryan Griffin, Mercedes Lewis, Dwayne Allen. Jay Sternberner. I think I'm going to stick with just that and then maybe draft a tight end or something. Left tackle, we don't need anybody. Left guard, we don't need anybody. Center, we don't need anybody. Right guard, our offensive line is fire. We don't need anybody there. Defensive line, this is where we could snatch up a pretty good backup like John Simon, who I could get on a cheap deal. 1 year, $3 million. See if he'll sign that. D tackle, we could use another D tackle maybe. How much is Adam Butler going to cost? He's going to cost about $2 million, which is nothing really. We're going to sign him, hopefully. Yeah, we're going to probably get Adam Butler. Right outside linebacker, there's some pretty good ones. Ziggy Ansah might be a piece. Randy Gregory could be something, maybe. I kind of like the idea of both of those guys, actually. Or Jerry Hughes. I like Jerry Hughes, too. I'm going to go for Ziggy Ansah. He's going to cost quite a bit. 4.5. Let's make his signing bonus about 2.8, maybe. Let's see if we can bring in Ziggy. He's going to look at that one. Our left end is Michael Bennett, and we're already trying to get John Simon. I think I could... I don't know. Left outside linebacker, Barkevius Mingo is the best one, and he's not that good. Middle linebacker, and there's nobody really piquing my interest. Manti Te'o, maybe. We could get Manti on I guess we could get Manti for the memes. Let's offer Manti a $1.5 million deal for the memes. There we go. See if he accepts that or not. Right outside linebacker. Not really feeling anyone at the moment. Nobody's really popping out. Let's go on to corners. Now this is where we need to upgrade a little bit. James Bradbury, not that bad, but he's going to cost about $24 million, and that's not what I'm looking to pay. Janoris Jenkins, though, he is 31, but if he's going to cost about $7 million, we could snatch him up for about 7.4. Ooh, that's tight. We might not be able to get him. We might have to go for some other guys. Eli Apple. How much is Eli Apple asking for? Bro, you're asking for $24 million. You're not worth that, bro. And I'm even a Buckeye fan. He's not worth that. Josh Norman? You want to bring Josh Norman in for the memes? 4.2 million? I'm down for that if he wants to come in. I'm also a fan of Artie Burns. You know what? 25 years old. Let's bring in Artie Burns. That's already two better corners. DeAndre Baker. How did DeAndre Baker get to free agency? I'm going to snatch up DeAndre Baker. I'm not sure how he made it to free agency, but we're going to see if we can get him. He has no offers, too. Okay, who wants to back up Sean Taylor? TJ McDonald is a decent option. Mike Adams, the old man. Do we bring in the old man? Nate Abner. I do like Nate Abner. Ibrahim Campbell. Let's just look and see who's here. Eric Reed. I could do without those guys. Robbie Gold, punter. We need a punter. Who's got no offers? Matt Johnston. We'll bring in Matt Johnston for about $1 million. I'll give him $1 million. You know what? I'm generous. I'm a generous owner. There we go. I think that's a pretty solid first week of free agency. Let's jump to next week. See how many of those guys we actually do bring in. I have a feeling we're only not going to get maybe like 1 or 2 guys. I think we're going to get everybody. Returning from injury, Barry Sanders is back on the team. So our three-headed monster is back. We get Cameron Johnson. He accepted. I figured he would. Let's acknowledge that. We get Artie Burns accepted. Ziggy Ansah rejected. That kind of hurts a little bit. Janoris Jenkins rejected. That does hurt too. John Simon we get. Manti Te'o rejected. Richard Rodgers accepted. Adam Butler accepted. DeAndre Baker accepted, which is a huge grab. And Josh Norman accepted. That's a huge snag on DeAndre Baker. He's a rookie, or a one-year pro, who for some reason got let in free agency. I don't know how that happened, but we're going to pick him up. Let's see. Who else wants to come to the team? We got $81.5 million. Who wants to join the team? Nick Foles has a lot of offers, and he's asking a lot of money. Case Keenum even has a lot of offers. You know what? Alex Smith. I'll bring in Alex Smith as a veteran. I'll bring in Alex Smith as a veteran. Let's see kind of how the free agency is unfolding after day 1. Randy Gregory's still unsigned, which is very appealing to me. Do I want to spend the big bucks on him, though? That's the question. Wesley Woodyard is here. He's 34 years old. He's not that much of an improvement on Blake Cashman, so I'm probably not going to go for him. I got a pretty good corner depth right now. I don't really think I need a corner. TJ McDonald doesn't have any offers. How much is he wanting? That's a little too much, bro. I'll give you 3.3 over 2 years. If you don't sign that, then I'm not gonna try and hassle you. But that's a pretty good start. Let's simulate next week. See if we get those two bids that I put in, Alex Smith and TJ McDonald. I expect to get both of them, honestly. None of them had bids, and they were both pretty old. So McDonald accepted and Alex Smith accepted, so we get both of those. I'm probably going to draft a quarterback in the draft. We have a pretty decent options to go with here. So I'm probably going to go that route. And there's some pretty good wide receivers in this draft. It's pretty good depth on wide receivers. Tight ends. Should probably scout a couple more tight ends because I might take one. So, and I need to scout a couple more linebackers just to make sure I have the right depth. Now let's go into free agency day 3. And now we're getting into the crap of the free agency period. So we don't need another quarterback because we're going to draft one most likely. We don't need another running back. Wide receiver, we're probably good. I guess we could try and get Travis Benjamin on the low. You know what? That might be a good idea. We could get Travis Benjamin on the low. And then if he signs, good. If not, then it's not going to like kill me because I'm not really trying to get him. But if we get him for 3.74 and he accepts that, and we could even trade him. We could use him as trade bait, honestly. Let's simulate, see what happens with Travis Benjamin. Are we going to get him? Is he going to come to the Bears? And he accepts the contract, so now we have a super cheap wide receiver that we could end up using, or we could just trade bait him and use him to get a higher pick in the draft, maybe. So that's a big move, big money moves. Big money moves from Matt Nagy. Now let's go right into the NFL draft. I don't even know what pick I have in the NFL draft. Let's just check out real quick the negotiation or the signings. We got him for a steal. We only got him for about 3.7, and he wanted like 13 million or something. We stole that one. Now let's start. Actually, I'm going to save real quick. No, not new. Right there. I'm going to save real quick. And then we're going to go right into the NFL draft. Start the draft. Start drafting.
Cowboys are now on the clock.
Let's pause the draft. We have pick 4, actually. Wow. So we can take a quarterback here. So let's skip to the next pick. Tua goes number 1 overall to the Cowboys. Advanced next pick. Derek Brown, D-tackle out of Auburn, goes number 2 to the Raiders. Number 3 pick is Chase Young from Ohio State. Now I'm going to make my selection, and I'm probably going to take Justin Herbert to be our quarterback here. That seems like the most logical option. Let's take Justin Herbert. He's got a strong arm, and he could be our quarterback of the future here. We got him as a good pick. He has a hidden talent, so he's a 75 overall. So that's better than both our quarterbacks so far. They're both 69 overall. So let's skip ahead to the next user pick, which is round 2, pick 2.
The Bears are now on the clock.
And make our selection here. What else do we need? Jake Fromm's still there. Running back position is good right now. We could get J.K. Dobbins late in the draft is probably what I'm going to do. Wide receivers were pretty good. Henry Ruggs fell to the second round. We might have to take him and use him as trade bait. Tight end, I can get probably later in the draft. I like both of these guys. D-tackle we can get later. Linebackers we can get later. Corners we can get later. Yeah, I think I'm either going to take Henry Ruggs or I'm going to take Yetur Gross-Matos. Let's see. Wide receivers. We have a C on wide receivers. We have 16 active wide receivers. I think I'm going to take Gross-Matos.
The Rams are now on the clock.
He's a 72 overall. That's okay. He'll grow a little bit. Okay, let's go. We have another pick here in the second round. The last pick of the second round.
The Bears are now on the clock.
Let's see who's still left on the board. Okay, Ruggs is gone, which I figured he would be. Tight end, there's still a decent one there. Khalid Kareem is still there. Kaliki Hudson is probably one I'm going to get later, maybe. Ah, the guy from Alabama's gone. That's who I was looking at. Corner, Sean Wade. Let's take Sean Wade here out of Ohio State. He's a 70 overall, which is pretty good. So let's skip ahead to round 5 now. We don't have a pick in the 3rd or the 4th round, so now we're going to be picking slim pickings here.
The Bears are now on the clock.
Let's make our selection. Anybody good left? We probably need a tight end, so... Who's got the best combine grade out of all these guys? Looks like Quincy Beard out of Penn State has the best combine grade out of all of these guys, these jabronis. So, what's Doug Kinney looking like? He's 6'3", 246, not good enough. 6'5", 255. 6'5", 250 for Dwayne Malloy. Quincy Beard is 6'4", 238. Hunter Blythe, what's he looking like? I want a big, strong guy, and I think that we're gonna take a chance on Quincy Beard. He's a 59 overall, so bad choice. Next user pick is in the 6th round. As I drop my controller. No, I don't want to save. Make our selection here. Now we're just kind of picking from the crap. What do we need? We need some D linemen maybe. Is there anybody here worth taking a look at? Not really. Oh, this guy's fast. He was first in linebackers for the 40-yard dash. Antoine Whitaker out of Tennessee State. You know what? Why not? We can take... He's a 60 overall. He's better than our last pick. And we got the last pick in the 6th round, so let's make this pick. What else do we need? We need another right outside linebacker. Would be good. Dakota Weldon. You know what? Let's just take him. He's a 55 overall. And let's finish off the draft with the last pick of the draft,
The
Mr.
Bears are now on
Irrelevant.
the clock.
Who is going to be Mr. Irrelevant? Is there a good wide receiver here? 5'10", 6 foot, 6'1". I need somebody that's got some pop. This guy doesn't seem bad. Let's take him. He didn't seem that bad. I think that was a pretty successful draft. We got our quarterback, Justin Herbert. We got a good lineman, a good defensive lineman in Gross Matos. I like that name. Then we got Sean Wade, and then it kind of goes downhill from there. But our top 3 picks are pretty impressive, I do think. Justin Herbert definitely has the potential to make something in this league. His throw power, 93. His short throw accuracy is 80. Medium is 83. Deep is 84. 89 on the run. 69 break sack. He's going to have to get that deep accuracy up when he's throwing to Randy Moss every time, so... Let's adjust the roster a little bit. I do want to change LT's number, if I can. Edit player. I'm sick of looking at number 38. I'm going to change it to 23 because I can't change it to 21. I don't know who's got 21. Who's wearing 21 right now? Oh, Sean Taylor's wearing 21. Okay, so I'm going to change it to 23. And yeah, that's going to be our off season right there. Let's advance to week 1 of the preseason. And now I am going to simulate off camera into the regular season, and then in the next episode we will play week 1 of the regular season, and it looks like it's going to be against the 49ers at home. So if you guys are super hyped for the start of season number 2 as the Chicago Bears, make sure to smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and turn on the subscription, and hit the subscription button. You don't have to turn it on. Show your support to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!